Start the recording. We've done through the eyes a little bit, right? And we have looked at kind of the creases in our eyes. And mine, I made one like a little bit higher than the other. So I'm going to use my pencil and eraser, or a pencil eraser if you've got one. And I'm going to kind of work those a little bit closer together. When I erase, I'm going to erase a little of the ground. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Okay? And I'm going to try to bring those a little bit closer together. Okay? You all need a crease in some fashion. Some people have just the tiniest bit of one here. Some people, their crease is kind of hidden a little bit with their eyebrows. But you might have just the smallest line, but think about how your eye looks and how it's going to be different, obviously, than mine, right? And the other thing that I did is I have a little bit more of a droop on my outside lid here and here. And I'm going to make sure I do that, okay? So that my eyes are generally where they need to be, okay? My nose, we did go through this. I'm just going to repeat it just a little. The nose, we have just the nostrils and this line. Okay, we talked about the mouth and how we're starting with the part. Okay, and then sketching maybe where the Cupid's bow is, and then a little bit of an outline, but we're not going too crazy on it yet. Now, the other thing that we want to start to do is kind of do the shape of the face and the ears, but we're going to start with the ears, okay? And with the ears, I want you guys to look at where your ears are, like looking in the mirror. Where are your ears? And probably they're somewhere along where your eyes are, right here. And if it's helpful, pull your hair behind your ears, if you can, okay? And take a look at where those ears start and then put a line on where they stop. Now when I just bring my pencil line to the bottom of my ears, the bottom of my ears are right about here at the top of my mouth. Again, everyone's got different size ears and they're in different places. So look at where they're going to definitely be in this range right here. So take a look at yours. Now, I have one ear that sticks out, which is so awesome. So, kidding. So, that I have to differentiate. But then my one ear is not any longer than the other. So, they're about here and here. Right? So, when you draw the ear, you want to see how close the ear is to your eye. I think I'm a little closer here so that the side of my face is not quite that far out, so I'm going to bring the side of my face in like this. And the side of my face is right here. I'm not going to do too much here, just a little. Okay. And then I'm going to draw my ear. And I'm just going to do a little sketch. And my cheekbone comes out just a tiny bit, and then goes down like this. And then my ear kind of comes in like that and like this. Now, if I have extra lines, I can erase them. I'm going to look at the upper crease in my ear. This one kind of comes out like this and then comes back at the lobe. And again, I'm just fudging these lines a little this way and that until I get it to where I feel like it's a good likeness. And I can see, like, you see this little thing right on the side of your, I have one of those. If you have one of those, you might want to draw that in. See, I'm not going crazy with the ear, it's just a light sketch. And then I'm going to do the other side. And again, I'm going to try to do the edge of my face just a little. And this ear goes out a little farther and rounds a little bit more. Notice the lobe of your ear is a little thicker here. So notice that. And just draw some light shadowy lines that kind of indicate the different portions of your ear. You can draw a line across to see if they line up. Okay, still recording, guys. You guys are okay talking quietly. You're fine. It's not going to telegraph over here. But I'm gonna start again with a little more instruction because I think some of you guys are ready. So again, when doing the hair, you want to think about where it's dark, which is right up near, often if you have a part, it's near the part. It's close to the face, it's a little bit darker, unless you have like a band of hair that's coming across your face. Okay? And then along the cheeks and along the ears, it's darker through there. Again, this is where you're going to shape your face. Now, right now I have a kind of a floating head. Let's get this up a little taller. So you don't want to forget your neck, right? So what you want to look at is where you have darkness along your neckline and bring that in underneath your chin. Because your chin will be a natural highlighted area because it sticks out further, so the light will reflect off of your chin and your nose and along your eyes. But you will have a little bit of shadow kind of underneath your chin area and along your neckline. Sometimes you get a little bit of shadow similar to a pair of glasses. You'll get it with your hair creating a shadow along your neckline. I'm just going to indicate a little bit of my other sweater that I had on the other day. So when you're done, I want you to look at it again and see where you're missing things. Like, where are you seeing highlights that you weren't before? And where are you seeing shadows that you weren't before? Like along my nose, I have a little bit more shadow through here. And I have a little bit more highlight through here. I can use my blending stump to kind of work my hair area so that the texture becomes a little softer, similar to hair. And I can work a little bit along my neck here. And look at where the shadow on my face is. Okay. So I want everyone to finish up your details, and then we'll take a look at them.